So hello everyone, this is not a Python teaching video. In this video I am solving 50 questions in 2 hours. You just have to solve every questions with me first attempt, then watch my solution. In this way you are going to build your LeetCode profile very good. In this series I am going to solve you 200 questions in just 2 to 3 videos, and in this way you learn Python and also build your LeetCode profile very good. So let's start with first question. It is called to sum. Just go and attempt this question and watch my solution. So I hope you attempted these questions. Let's start solving them. First, rules of I am going to explain the every function I use. So I am using a length function in this video. Length function gives you lengths of any list, a list also called arrays. So length function counts from 1. If there are 10 elements elements in the array, it gives you 10. And the second function I am going to use called range. What range gives you? It gives you indexing from 0 to n. If you pass anything like n, if n value is 10, it gives you indexing from 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 up to 9. It does not involve last index. So this is the key points. So now start solving. First store the length of nums. Okay, now we have to loop for I in range n, and second for j in range I plus 1 comma n. So what we are doing, we are looping from 2 to 15 for every index. Suppose we are looping for I is equals to 2. If we found 7 anywhere, so 7 plus 2 is equals to 9. We just return the indexes of these two 2 and 7. So we are just doing that by a simple condition. If nums I plus nums j is equals to target, you can also keep it in a bracket for easy to understand, then just return if you have to return a list, it is specified here list of int, so use this bracket to return, not just return simply I comma j. And we also have to keep in mind, if there is no valid solution exist, we have to return -1. Also remember, always return -1 in after the loop ends, unless it gives you indentation problems. So just run it. We are getting good, and just submit it. So it was accepted. There is too much ways to improve its accuracy. Like we just beat 12%, but we are seeing it in the next questions. Okay, so jump to the next question. Now we start our second question. It is 7 to 4. Just go and attempt this, then watch my solution. Here we go. We have to find a pivot index. What pivot index is? Output is 3, so 0 1 2 3. So here 6 is our pivot element. What it is doing, just sum the elements before 6. 7 3 10 plus 1 11, and after 6 5 6 11. So before the 6 sum is 11, after the 6 11 sum is 11. So we have to find the index before which the sum is equal both sides. So just start. How we are using it? We use a total sum is equals to 0. In total sum, we store the sum of whole array from 1 to 6. So we have to just take the length of the array. So we store length of its nums. So enums nahi, only nums, length of nums. Now loop from for I in range. Why so much mistype? I'm nervous. from I in range of n t total sum plus is equals to nums I. In this way we store a total sum. Now what we use another loop for I in range same. For I in range n we use a current sum, so let's csum is equals to 0. What csum stores? Csum store the sum up to I, just like if we are at 3, it stores sum up to 3, 1 7 3, and let's keep it simple, it stores sum up to 1 and 7. How it do it? First, so how we are going to solve the questions? If it stores sum up to 1 and 7, then in total sum, if we decrease 1 and 7 plus the index we are currently at, let's say 3, so what remaining? It remains the solution of backside like 656, and if it is equals to current sum, that is our answer. So to take it, if what I say if total sum minus csum, and we have to also add current index num in csum plus nums of I. If it is equals to we are doing it is equals to csum, current sum. Okay, what I am doing here, let me explain once more. Return I. First let me return it, and also return -1 after the loop. Okay, let's see what we are doing here. If total sum minus current sum plus nums I, also I forgot to update the current sum. We have to update the current sum after return csum plus is equals to nums I. Okay, now let me explain why we update csum after checking the condition. Because if we update current sum before checking the condition, it will not store the sum like we are at 3. Then if we first doing this, then it store the solution up to 3. Okay, and then we have to decrease it 3 from this and compare it. So because we want it store solution, if we are at 3, it store sum up to 7. So we are doing it after checking condition. What condition is? Total sum minus current sum plus nums I. Total sum is total sum of elements minus current sum 128 plus nums I plus 3. So it gives you sum of the remaining part is equals to current sum. If it is equals to current sum 1 to 7, then we find our pivot element. So let's define it by our actual solution. If it was 6, so current sum is our 173, it is 11, and total sum is 6 6 12 plus 5 17 and 11 28. So 28 minus current sum plus nums I, current sum 8 plus nums I 3, 28 minus what it is 20, current sum 8 plus 3 11, 28 minus okay, no, we are doing it wrong. 7 plus 8 plus 3 11 plus 6 17. So total sum minus 17, it gives you 11 is equal to current sum, which is also 11. So it is true, so it returns 6. Okay, now run it. Oh, there is a typo mistake. It was not C sim, it was C sum, current sum. Okay, so we accepted it, just submit it. I'm going slow in starting because it was just, you have to think like you have to incorporate my approach of explaining things and solving the questions. Once we build this connection, I'm started going fast. I did not explain too much. Okay, so I did not use any new concept in these questions, and we successfully next. Let's jump to the next question. So let's go to third question. It was 1480 running sum of 1D array. Just go ahead attempt this question. Now we start solving it. Just store length in n. Now to solve this question, if you attempted this question says you have to return a list. It was defined here, list of integers. So we have to return a list of same size as given array. If we have given 1 2 3 4, we have to return 1 3 6 10. What is it? 3 is sum of 1 and 2, 6 is sum of 3 2 1, and 10 is sum up to 4, 4 3 7 plus 2 9 1. So we have to return sum from up to ith index. So you can think of using two loops like we use into some questions. Just loop around and solve it. No, we are just going to use one loop, and we extract the previous sum. Like if sum up to 3 is 6, just add 4 in 6, we get 10. So let's define a previous sum which is list, and we store 0 in list first and multiply it by n. Why we are doing it? Because we want a list of size n. If array is size 4, we want answer array also as size 4, and then we currently 0 is stored at every point. We update this 0 in our solution. Okay, for I in range n, one more thing, we have to store previous sum of 0 is equals to nums 0, because we has to extract the previous value. So we must start from 1. Okay, why we are starting from 1? Let's see here. Previous sum I is 1 here because we are starting from 1 and goes up to n, is equals to previous sum I minus 1, because here we are doing I minus 1. If we start from 0, 0 minus 1 is minus 1, which is an error in Python or any language. Index cannot be negative. Okay, and we add the current element nums of I. That's it, and return psum. That's it. That is our solution. Let's run it. Okay, it's accepted. Let's submit it. Accepted. We beat 100%. Let's jump to the next question. So this is your next question. 1672 richest customer wealth. Just go and attempt this and come back to see the solution. So now let me explain the question. You are given an m cross n integer grid accounts where accounts ij is the amount of money the ith customer has in jth bank. So what the question is saying, that the amount of money has ith customer has. As you know, I here is representing the rows. So here 1 2 3 is first row, 3 2 1 is second row. So one row is representing one customer. So 1 2 3 is a one customer. He has 3 bank accounts in which the money was 1 2 3, and 3 2 1 is second customer. So here, so column representing the customer counts, and row is money in their different bank accounts. Okay, so you return the wealth the richest customer has. So what we have to find here, we have to find the sum of row maximum. So 3 2 1 is 6, here 3 2 1 is 6, so both rows are same, return anyone. Here 1 5 7 3 3 5, here 3 rows, there are 3 rows and 2 columns, 1 5 7 3 and 5 3. Here first customer had wealth 6, 516, 7, 3, 10 and 3, 5, 8. So we have to return the sum of rows having maximum value. Okay, how we do it? Let's start solving this question. So first we have to know how many rows. We use length function. Let's n is equals to rows, so len of nums, it store our rows, and m is equals to columns, len of nums 0. Oh, here it is not nums, here it is accounts, so it was accounts, here also accounts. Okay, so the accounts 0, we are referring to the first row, and it give me length of first row columns, so it gives me column count, and accounts it give us the row count. Okay, now we have to find the summation. So we have to make a max value which is currently 0, and we have to loop for I in range. First give it a row, and then I, and then give it a column for j in range m. So we have to find the sum of every element. So एक टेम्प सम बना लेते हैं हम. टेम्प सम इज इक्वल्स टू 0. here temp sum plus is equals to accounts I j. Okay, after that we have to update in max. Oh, we cannot define max as a variable because it was a keyword. Max sum is equals to max of max sum comma temp sum. Okay, after that return max sum. So what we are doing it here, temp sum stores the summation of every row. Accounts ij, j loops from 0 to the column count, and temp sum stores the summation of every row. Let's say temp sum is let's take it from example 2. Temp sum is first 6, then max sum is maximum of max sum currently 0, and temp sum is 6. So max sum में 6 स्टोर हो जाएगा. Then second max sum is temp sum is equals to 10 because 7 plus 3 10. So max sum is equal to max. What max do? Max find the maximum between these two variables. So max sum, which is currently 6, and temp sum is 10. So max sum is updated to 10. After that 8 is smaller, so max sum keeps 10 and returns the max sum. So let's run it. So it is true. Then let's submit it. Accepted. So from now and forward on, I did not write whole code in video because it is taking too much time. I just write the code and explain key points in the codes. Okay, now let's jump to the next question. 1470 shuffle the array. Just go and attempt this. Now what the question is saying, it is given you 2n elements in an array, x1 x2 x2 y1 y2 yn. We have to just take x1 and y1, then x2, then y2. Here n is 3, so we taken 2 first, then after 3 elements 5 1 3 we taken 4. Okay, 3, it was like index of 2 is 0 and index of 3 is 3, 0 1 2 3 and then 5 का इंडेक्स क्या है 0 1 1 है एंड 5 के बाद हमने 4 लिया है, 4 का इंडेक्स क्या है 1 2 3 4. सो एज यू सी द डिफरेंस बिटवीन इंडेक्सेस इज 3, तो वी जस्ट हैव टू use this difference 3 and find our solution. So let's solve it. We have to define the answer of list because we have to return list of integers. Okay, and loop for I in range of n already given here, n integer value, and this n is as you see here 3 but elements is 6, so it is already given half value and we only need half value. Then answer dot append. I think append we are using a new function here. What append do? Append insert the value at end. So nums I, here append insert nums I at the end of this answer because there is nothing in answer, it is stored at first position. And then answer dot append nums I plus 3. So first it store I means 2, then store I plus 3 means 0 plus 3 is equals to 3, 0 1 2 3 means 3 2 3. So in this way this is our solution. Then return answer. Okay, just run it. What happened here? Index out of range. Why it is happening index out of range? I in range n, my mistake, this is not 3, this is n. 3 for only first case, after that this is 4 also 2 also, it depends on question, it is n. We have to answer dot append I plus n. Okay, now this is okay, submit it. Okay, we beat 55%. So let's move to the next question. Now this is our next question. 1431 kids with greatest number of candies. Let me explain the questions. These are the kids 1 2 3 4 5 kids. They have 2 3 5 1 3 candies toffees. सब एक के पास 2 है 3 है 5 है 1 है 3 है और एक्स्ट्रा कैंडीज 3 है हमारे पास. हमें बताना है कि अगर हम 3 किसी एक को दे देते हैं तो क्या उसके पास मैक्सिमम नंबर ऑफ़ कैंडीज़ हो जाती हैं कि नहीं. सो if we give 3 to 2 it is 5, so maximum number of candies जो हमारे बच्चों के पास है वो 5 है. so we are equal, so it is true. 3 plus 3 it is greater, true. 5 plus 3 greater, true. 1 plus 3 no, 4 it is not true, and 3 plus 3 6, true. so we have to output this boolean type of list. Okay, so I'm not going to write whole code. Let me write the code first, then I will explain. In this way we go faster. What we have to do, we have to first find the maximum in the array, because first we have to find 5, then compare I plus extra candies for each value. So let me write the code first. So I have written the code. Max val is equals to 0. Max val stores the maximum number of candies children have. Answer is a list. Currently stored nothing. So for x in candies, max val is equals to max of max val का max. यहाँ हम क्या कर रहे हैं कि max val में maximum of current max val जो है और x, ये एक और तरीका है पाइथन में. हम जैसे फॉर आई इन रेंज यूज कर रहे थे, उससे क्या होता था कि हमें नम्स ऑफ आई करके बार बार एक्सट्रैक्ट करना पड़ रहा था वैल्यू. फॉर एक्स इन कैंडीज़ अगर आप ये करते हो तो ये ऑलरेडी एक एक वैल्यू निकाल के बार बार देगा. पहले 2 देगा, फिर 3 देगा एक्स में. सो डायरेक्टली हम x को मैक्सवेल से कंपेयर कर दे रहे हैं। इसको आप एक और तरीके से कर सकते थे, यहाँ इफ़ लगा सकते थे, इफ़ x इज़ ग्रेटर देन मैक्सवेल, मैक्सवेल इज इक्वल्स टू x। ओके, ना उसके बाद फॉर x इन कैंडीज़, x प्लस एक्स्ट्रा कैंडीज इज ग्रेटर देन इक्वल टू, अगर मैक्सिमम वैल्यू से बड़ी है या बराबर है तो आंसर में ट्रू डाल दो, नहीं तो आंसर में फॉल्स डाल दो और आंसर को रिटर्न कर दो। सो always remember true and false start with capital in boolean form in python. Let's run it. Okay, extra candies is capital, extra candies is capital, so this is true. Let's submit it. Okay, we beat 100%. Now let's move to the next question. So this is your next question. 2114, maximum number of words found in sentence. Just go and give it a try. So let me explain the question. Sentences, we are given sentences, a list of string, list str, and we have to return an integer. So we have sentences, Alice and Bob love LeetCode, ये फर्स्ट वैल्यू है, आई थिंक सो टू सेकंड वैल्यू, दिस इज़ ग्रेट थैंक्स वेरी मच थर्ड वैल्यू. So we have to just count of words 1 2 3 4 5 in first, 1 2 3 4 in second, 1 2 3 4 5 6 in third. So output is 6. Just count the maximum number of words and return it. So let me write the code and then explain it. So I have written the solution. Let's walk through it because it was first question of my string. I will explain it in detail. So answer is equals to 0, as like we have to give an integer in our answer. For x in sentences, what x store the complete string Alice and Bob love LeetCode from starting to end. So x is a string. Y is equal to length of x. What length y store complete length, including it counts the spaces, because x stores Alice to LeetCode, it also count the spaces. So y store the length. Then count is equals to 0. Count we use as a temporary counter. Then we use a nested loop for I in range of y. If xi is equals to space value, what we are doing here, we are counting the spaces. Let's say if in first option Alice and Bob love LeetCode, how many spaces? 1 2 3, and love and between love and LeetCode one more, so 4. If there are 4 spaces, there must be 5 words in the sentence. So we are using this trick to find the number of words, and that's why we are here in final answer max count plus 1, because the number of words are always 1 greater than our count. We are using this thing new here, count plus is equals to 1. So what count plus is equals to 1 do? It increases counts with 1 every time. There is a lot of ways to solve this question. Everybody gives you a different solution, but why I use this solution? Because it gives you idea how string works. You encounter a problem when you have to get input of string. In LeetCode, you don't have to get input. You just have to write the solution in a function. In next video, I will solve questions on code forces, in which we also have to take input by yourself. Then there is problem arrive if you just input, it will not input the complete string. There is a lot of problems involving strings and its solution. We look it in our next session. Okay, so just I am ending this question here. Let's move to the next question. So we did not submitted the last question. This is score of our submission. Now let's move to the next question. Content duplicates 217. Go and give it a try. There is multiple ways to solve this question. We just have to check whether any elements occurs 2 times in array or not. So we are using loop here, but the better way to solve this question is using map data structure. So go and search about map data structure after the solution, but first see the looping solution. So this is our solution. We first take length of array, then loop for I in range of n, for j in range I plus 1, because we cannot compare 1 to 1, it always gives true. We are starting from 1, then we look another one is available in the array or not. So we start from I plus 1 up to n. इफ़ nums I इज इक्वल्स टू nums j रिटर्न ट्रू। अगर दोनों वैल्यूज़ इक्वल हैं 1 है, और अगर आगे के लूप में j से यहाँ से i+1 से इंड तक कोई भी एक और 1 मिल जाता है तो हमें ट्रू रिटर्न कर देना है, एल्स रिटर्न फॉल्स कर देना है। ऑलवेज रिमेंबर फॉल्स को हमेशा दोनों लूप जहाँ ख़त्म हो रहे हो, पहला लूप यहाँ फॉर लूप यहाँ ख़त्म हो रहा है, दूसरा यहाँ ख़त्म हो रहा है, तो उसके बाद फॉल्स रिटर्न करें, नहीं तो क्वेश्चन में रॉन्ग आंसर आएंगे क्योंकि बीच में फॉल्स रिटर्न हो जाएगा कहीं पे। ओके, नाउ लेट्स रन इट। टाइपो मिस्टेक रेंज, now our solution is accepted. Let's submit it. Taking too much time, this is not good. It is giving time limit exceeded for 65 up to 77 cases, so we cannot use two loops in this problem. Okay, we have to use another approach called map, because it is time complexity of ONS square. When you use two nested loops, one loop inside another, the time complexity goes up to square times. If we use 3 loops, the time complexity will be ON cube. So this is always bad time complexity. ON complexity is good, so we have to solve in constant time complexity ON. So I am writing the code of another approach. Okay, now because I am using new concept, I will write the code continuously. I am using a new data structure called set. What set in Python? Just like list. In list we have multiple elements, like in list we can have 1 multiple times 1, but in set contains only unique values. So 1 1 2, if you insert the duplicate values, it always removes 1 and only contains the unique values. So we are using the new data structure set. You can also use dictionary, which I have previously mentioned, called map. So we are using set. So let's make a variable a is equals to set of nums, and just return len of nums is equals to len of a. What I am doing here, so if we make set of nums, it always stores unique values. So if our array contains only unique values, then its length does not change. If it contains 5 unique values, so length of nums is 5 and length of a, which is a set, also 5. But if it contains any duplicate values, the length varies. So and here we use comparison operator. If both are not equal, it returns false. If both are equal, it returns true. So we are using multiple operation in a single line. So I am optimizing code a little bit as we go further. So let's run it. What is wrong? Output false, expected true. Okay, we did a mistake. Returns, we have to return true if there is multiple values. So we have to use not operator. If length varies, then we have to return true, means the array contain the duplicate values. Hope you understand, because in description, if it contains 1 1, then true, and if it contains unique values, then false. That's why it is giving wrong answer. Okay, now submit it. Accepted, bits 54%. So your homework is to you solve these questions using dictionary, using dictionary data structure. Just go research and solve it using that. So this is from my first video. We solved today, I think, 10 questions. I see you in next video. In next video we also solve easy question on code forces, in which we have to take input also. So I teach you how to take inputs in Python and then solve questions. So that's all from my side for today. Bye bye, take care of yourself and keep solving LeetCode questions.